Hello and welcome to my 100% playthrough of the Plutonia Experiment. This is Map 9, Abattoire. So you've got 168 monsters and 2 secrets. We've got a hot start, so I'm going to get moving pretty quick. Just grab a couple of shells, and then we've got 4 spectres and a caco to take down. So nothing too heavy in this opening area. It's a nice start. How about the momentum is just pushing it around? Okay. Some hungry spectres. Okay, so that's all clear. Just gonna grab a few of those, grab the super shotgun, drop down into this area, and get rid of some pinkies. There we go. I think the corpse went through. That's nice. Yeah. So the teleporter there, I don't know if you noticed, but it rose up, so we can't get back out until we've cleared this area. Let's get rid of the revenants while we've got an opportunity. Let's get rid of some pinkies, because I can't move otherwise. There we go. And I'll just tidy up this area, because we're going to have a big fight in here, and I don't want the barrels blocking me. That's down. That one's done. And there we go. Okay. Just grab all the bits and pieces, grab health and whatever you need. This is a good old skirmish, so get everything you need before you start. Pick up the plasma and all the cells. And then when you're ready to get going, walk up here. There's a switch on the left and one on the right. Hit the one on the right. And when that's done, just walk over the back. And that starts everything up. Once you shoot, it kicks all the spawning mechanics. So now everything's coming in. Oh, I will scam the first one, make sure I get it down. So I'm just going to start strafing around. The kind of objective here really is to let the crushers and infighting start to erode all of the enemies here. And whenever we need to, we can run around the back of the platform over there to get rid of any rockets chasing us. I tend to focus on the revenants because they're the troublesome enemy here. And if you focus them, they tend to take down the imps along the way as well. So I'm going to go and get rid of some rockets in a second. Although it looks pretty good. Watch out for lost souls. The kind of purpose of the lost souls, I think, is to hold you up for long enough that the train of revenant rockets catches you. So let's run behind here, gets rid of all the rockets. And now we're over to plasma. Imps annoyed with the lost soul. There we go. So I think that's... oh, there we go. I think that's everything done. So let's grab some shells, because why not? We're back to full health and everything as well. So up here, we did the switch on the right. Now that we've got the room clear, hit the one on the left. It raises this bridge. I didn't do that at the start because it stops us strafing around there, and that's quite useful. So pick up the blue key, flip the switch which lowers the teleporter to get us out, and there's a secret here if we just squirm in that little channel, which I missed. So let's do it again. There we go. Pick up some health and shells and things, and let's get back out. The invulnerability there, I haven't forgotten about it. We will definitely be coming back for that, but don't need it right now. So that's a very useful area. We got the rocket launcher, we got the plasma rifle, and we got the blue key. So let's do the blue door area next. Just going to fire to wake everything up. I'm going to flip the switch here, which raises the platform there, so we're going to walk around in a second. I'm just going to show myself to get things in fighting. There we go. Caco and Mancubus, always a nice combination. We've got chain gunners over there as well. They'll probably get the other Caco in fighting, which is nice. We've got some imps far off. I'm not going to bother with them for now. Let's throw on the rocket launcher and just deal with this. So lots of monsters can come into that little window, so it's nice to take them down. Once the Caco is gone, the Mancubus has got no value for us. Let's get rid of it. That should do it. Chain gunners, they need to go. Always feels a bit awkward firing rockets over a platform. There you go. And then in here, we've got chain gunners and stuff in there. Let's get rid of everything. And tuck my own rocket. Okay, that's pretty good. Still some more stuff in there. Let's keep going. Okay, gonna get over here. See the imps. That's it. They're all done. So there is a scammy little trap here. So if you look at the back wall, once we approach the door, that opens up. We've got a Mancubus and a couple of chain gunners that's supposed to scam us. Well, we've got the drop on them, so let's take them down. I'm hoping this platform can take out the Mancubus projectiles, although it wasn't needed there, so that's good. Grab the health. We've got everything here we need. Yeah, another monster in there. Just going to check that area. That looks clear, so let's keep going. So you can always pick up the weapons in here, which is really good because we don't get a chain gun until that point. And now we can go into this space next. So let's start taking stuff down. Oops, I was probably hanging out there a little bit too long. I was looking at that. Trying to keep just some good weapons for later on in this map because we're definitely going to need them. And just because everything is camped around the door, quite happy to use a super shotgun. There we go. Let's get in, tidy stuff up. Okay, that's gone pretty well. Grab the yellow key by walking off. Pick up all the rockets. We've got a couple of medikits, don't need them. Let's keep moving. In here next, I'm gonna try and keep my rockets in plasma. Otherwise it'd be a nice place to use them here, but this is a tough old map and the last section is pretty demanding. So I want to keep as much stuff as I can for that. Okay. When we approach the red key, we're going to get chain gunners on both sides. I like to use rockets because this can go really wrong. Okay, I think that'll do. Okay, let's grab some ammo here and keep going, just in case there's more. This area can also always have more enemies than you think because there's a hidden area in the wall here. It's not a secret, but it is hidden. And we can go in here. We cleared this area out from over there. And you get a backpack and cells and things, so it's really, really good. And we've picked up the red key here, the yellow key from the other room, and the blue key earlier. So we've got all keys now, which is nice. And when we get to here, we've got an arch file. So just be careful with the arch file here. It's just instant targets. But it is, you know, captive in there, so it's not that dangerous. Okay, so let's run over the other side. I like to do this side first, because this side has got shells. So we can restock as we go, otherwise we're going to run out of shells. And just clear out all the imps from these areas. Grab a little bit of health as I go. Oops. Wasn't expecting to be greeted. Okay, so the imps on the other side are all starting to stream out. Let's try and line them up somehow. Well, that was a nice kill. I think I got 4 in 1 there. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. There's other stuff we can pick up. I'm not too bothered with it. Okay, so we're into the final section now. So I'm going to get everything prepared for the last section, pick up all the cells, open all the doors and things. And the reason being, I want to be able to keep the invulnerability for as long as possible. So hop in here, grab the partial invisibility, which lasts for longer, and that will be important in this level. Drop down here, get a secret over here, which is a soul sphere, so we've got great health. Run into this section here, get the invulnerability, hop back out. I'm going to switch on to the rocket launcher for this final area. So the final area has got 2 sections. First section, we're going to use the invulnerability. Second section, we're going to use the invisibility. Just walk forward to get things moving and the platforms lower. Focus the barons. Other things tend to die in the crossfire. Just get them out of the way. This isn't the hard bit, by the way. The next room is the one that Abattoire is famous for. Okay, so I don't need it, but I do need the secret. So let's grab that. Go on to the plasma rifle before you go in here. You cannot backtrack, so kill everything before you get into here. The chain gunners are the big problem here. I don't use the rocket launcher because, as you can see, things can spawn in front of you. If they do, you're going to take a lot of damage from the running off. Okay, so now that I'm in this space, the strategy is splash damage of the Mancubi. So hit their platforms with rockets. You need to dodge, by the way, I should say that. Just dodge over and back. Try and dodge at the last minute, tends to be the most successful. If you're moving back over and back all the time, so that Mancubus is down. If you're moving back all the time, you tend to pick up projectiles. So just be careful. Often as well, you need to choose the lesser of evil, so you have to walk into an imp one to avoid a Mancubus one. So let's hop into this other side. We've picked up loads of rockets here, so we're replenished, and let's deal with the Mancubus over here. Just watching there because I thought that might have been a tracking rocket. The imp doesn't come in, so I'm ignoring it for now. It tends to die in crossfire. Come on, Mancubus. Okay, Mancubus is down. That's good. Right, imp's gone. Once the Mancubi are down, we've got our first little breathing space in this room. Oops. Okay, Mancubus is down. So now we need to deal with the Revenants. This bit is my challenge. I'm really not very good at this. If you fall off that circular platform in the middle that we run around, you can't get out. It's the end of game. So you need to be really, really careful. That's what makes it really challenging. Okay. Okay. Tuck one down. That's been pretty good. Wasn't expecting that. Normally, if you linger, you take damage, so you need to be super careful. And you don't want projectiles to push you into the pit. So I've got 2 down. That's pretty good. Let's see if I can get this one. Couldn't tell if it went down. I'm hoping it did. Yep, that's good. And we've got some extra health here, which is nice. We've got 1 Revenant and then some imps in the pit. So let's be careful here. Ooh, that was a close dodge. Don't need to take any risks at this point. We've got loads of plasma, so I'm going to be patient with this. I have been to this point many, many times. I think 5 runs in a row I've made it to the end here. And I've ended up fine. There we go. Okay. So one last thing to do. I had the most horrible death here earlier. Flip that switch. You need to run back on. I walked and died. So be careful. Flip the switch. When it comes up, you're going to get imps up. So I'm just going to run back on. I'm being super cautious here. You really don't need to be. But I've died so many times at this last section. That's everything down, which is great. Let's run back on. Run through here and in. All kills and all secrets. That's a good run for me. I'm happy with that. Abattoire, like I really enjoy it. It's a lovely map. It's very infamous, I think, for 2 things really. 1, the misspelling of Abattoire, and 2, that last room. And that last room is designed in a way that it just promotes everything to push you into the pit. So you've got a narrow circular ledge you need to run around. If you get hit with a Mancubus projectile, it's likely to push you in. If you get hit with a Revenant missile that's tracking you, you're likely to blow it up and push you in. It's very, very hard to stay on top of it. It's also very in your face, so you just don't have time to react. You've got a whole window of chain gunners there. So if you get the partial invisibility and that's still operational, take down them, as many of them at least as you can, and then get into one of the imp closets as fast as you can. You know, nice strategy as well. Take down the Mancubi by using the splash damage off their platforms. Bring it back to just the 4 Revenants in the corners and the imps in the center. Forget about the imps. Take down the Revenants. That is the biggest challenge for me. I'm going to put up some of my outtakes, but openly 4 or 5 times in a row, I got to that last section, got everything down. I was down to the last Revenants and just fell in, got hit, scammed, whatever it is, just couldn't get through it. Also for me, nerves, you know, I find myself struggling to kind of, I could see Doom guy twitching as the, you know, kind of it was running around just because my nerves are getting the better of me with it. And I was really working hard to get through this one, but I really, really enjoyed it. It's an awful lot of fun. I say nothing particularly challenging in the level until you get to that last area, and it's just that element of platforming while taking down, you know, pretty challenging and snipey enemies. That makes it really, really interesting and makes Abattoire, you know, one of those maps you're going to remember for a very, very long time. I've really enjoyed it. I really hope you guys have too, and I'll see you in the next one. In this section, we're going to next. We need to take down the hit scan pretty quickly. You cannot fall in the pit. Partial invisibility really helps us. And I'm in the pit. Just dwelled a little bit too long there, and the Mancubus projectiles pushed me in. So time to go again. So we're going to throw on the plasma and try and deal with the Revenants. This is tough. You cannot fall off this ring. Is that gunner? Okay. Let's keep moving. Okay, getting tracked. Need to keep my movement in good shape. Don't stay still for long. Pushed me in. That's what's difficult with this map. So from here, I'm dead. Gotta go and do it again. Okay, so we've got some imps there you can hear as well. Let's forget about them for now. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so we've got some imps in there next. Let's consider dealing with that. Need to drop into the switch. Flip the switch, it brings everything up. Oh, that's pretty painful. I never knew that there was a gap there. I just walked straight into it. I could hop back on the platform. So I've learned something new, and I'll be doing it again. See you in a minute.